Okay, Khan. Shalom Akim. Kahala na Yahawashi Yahashabashir Kakodash. Or double on the screens of the apostles. Thought the health or the Yahshua for the strength and want to make this video as well. And this one goes. I should have named this one Where Did Yahawashi Tell Us to Go and Preach? You know, because Apostle Tahar made a video recently. I have already watched it, but I wanted to make a video on it. 2 days ago he named his video You Will Never See GMS Prophesying in a Barbershop. And then you're gonna see IORC, doing their thing in a barbershop. I don't know if you guys can even see that title. But it says barbershop talk. It gets heated in the shop, emotional, mama boys want to fight. But that's IORC stuff right there. But I'm gonna play a little bit, add some precepts. And yeah, man, let's make my point. But it shouldn't be too long of a video, man. But yeah, we'll see.
Now, what precept or scripture should come to mind, even before I click play? What precept should come to mind? Anyway, I'm gonna let you. I don't know. This is live, by the way. I don't know if it's a premiere, so it's done. Then it was put up as a premiere. So. And I'm so for it. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I don't like and can never like is when you say it's only black people. It's only this or it's only that. I can't. So why is that done? I'm not done. Okay, go ahead. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you think that Jesus died just for black people, you don't know. I didn't say just for black people. I didn't say just for black people. If you think that salvation is only for blacks, that ain't what I said. No, I didn't say you said it. Okay. See right here, these guys are going. They're following their own spirit. They're following the spirit of the leader. You notice I said the leader, not the leadership. There's no leadership in IUIC. There's only a leader, and the rest of them are followers. Whatever this, if this guy comes out with some kooky conspiracy, if he says the UFOs are not the angels, they'll start teaching that. If he says you got to get passports to, because the missiles are going to come, and we got to go to South America on a particular date or back to Egypt, they'll do it. They'll do it. That's a cult. That's cultist activity, man. But anyway, the guys argue with him, all right? He's in the barbershop. If you're not a Jake and you've never been in a black barbershop, every black barbershop is the same. That's the gathering place, man.
Yeah. The point is really the point of which Apostle Tahar mentioned is oh damn, it was literally on the tip of my tongue as well. So look, let me rewind it back because he did mention something important.
If he says you got to get passports.
Oh yeah. Basically, he was referring to Bishop Nate there. Well, as the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved. Let a workman. Yeah, I definitely got to search the precept. A workman worthy of something. Study to show thyself approved. Alright, let's see this. Maybe I didn't do it right. Study to show. Maybe the spelling is kind of wrong. Show thyself. No, that's how I'm tripping over here. Okay, no, I'm not. So, 2 Timothy 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, man. Hence why, of course, yes, we do absorb the knowledge of which the apostles do break down for us, but in order for us to also be able to teach it, we do need to actually understand and research certain things as well, man. Especially when it comes to certain breakdowns, the history, the historical factor of it, the research into that will help us to have that ingrained understanding. So where was that? Yeah, that's just a point, a precept I wanted to use to support Apostle Tahar's point right there, man, about IOIC really being as parrots for Bishop Nate. But yeah, man, let me continue.
Because the missiles are going to come, and we got to go to South America on a particular date or back to Egypt, they'll do it. They'll do it. That's
That's a cult. That's cultist activity, man. But anyway, the guys argue with him, right? He's in the barbershop. Barbershop. If you're not a Jake and you've never been in a black barbershop, every black barbershop is the same. That's the gathering place, man. That's the water cooler. You know, that's the place with the news, the nigga news. Yeah, I don't give a damn what barbershop you go. Hey, years ago, we had cable shows that there was this one barbershop, a famous barbershop, where they used to go to the barbershop and watch us, you know, because they knew, see, here in New York, everybody and their mama knew about the Israelites, you know, the one Westerns, all right? But anyway, what precept should come to your mind concerning this thing, seeing this thing? Why I said what I said, why I gave it this particular title.
There's definitely a few precepts. I mean, when I was watching, I was thinking, you know, barbershop, I was automatically thinking Leviticus 21 verse 5. But I realized now there's also another precept that came up too, based on where Yahawashi commanded us to preach as well. But let me get that Leviticus first, because that was actually the precept that got into my mind. Leviticus 19. I think it's really the same thing. 21 verse 5 and 19 verse, I think 28 are pretty much very similar. But I'll read the other one. It's probably the same things, very close. But it says here, Leviticus 21 verse 5, they shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. Man. So, you know, the barbershop, of course, is making corners in the beards of Israelite men, you know, making baldness upon their heads. Neither shall they shave off the corner. Yeah, pretty much is clear, man. Let me see what Leviticus 19 verse, I think. Leviticus 19, maybe it's 28, but I know it's in Leviticus 19. That's what I'm sure about. Yeah, it's definitely. I'll read it, but yeah, the main part is Leviticus 21 verse 5. So Leviticus 19 verse 28 says here, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. So of course, you know, the key part was reading, what is it? Leviticus 21 verse 5. Let me just go back to that. Leviticus 21 verse 5, yep. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh, man. You know, that's why, you know, we're very cautious with this flipping barbers when they say, all right, let me try to give this guy a hairline. No. When you do go to the barbershop, just tell him, no, just leave my hairline, you know, just give me a general trim, and then that's it. Simple, man. You know, simple. Just give a general trim and don't give me any hairline or anything. That's it. Simple. And yeah, man, you know, and that's how you deal with it. But, you know, that's literally what the priest that I had in mind. But then the second one that I had in mind was this one here. Was it Luke 14? 14 verse... Alright, let's see. Where Yahawashi commanded the prophets to go, man. Luke 14 verse 23, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. Come on. So of course, really, the highways and hedges is really where the prophets will be, to preach as well, man. So yeah, I think there's probably a few other precepts based on that alone. So come on, you know, I'll get a few more, but let me continue with this video. I'll skip ahead as well.
You'll never see GMS prophesying in the barbershop.
Yeah, those are the two precepts.
So they're not following what the scriptures say. They're following what Bishop Nathaniel says.
Okay, if you say that, you said the only holy people. So, but you insinuating like I did. No, but I know one person, my man.
Just know. Just know, it's a luck, yeah. the way it started, moderately calm. You know, Jake was overshadowing Jake in the who can speak the loudest, man. That's what's happening here. You know, you got this Jake over here. He's gonna try to speak louder than the IOIC guys here. You know, they're gonna raise their voice to try and overshadow his. Another Jake's gonna come in over here. Not in the comment book, but obviously outside the camera. But let me continue.
Which is one of y'all. He made a statement. No, the statement was that black people, you was referring to black people, and I said
he said I was referring to black people. He didn't ask me who all do I believe.
No.
All the 12 tribes, but not just straight black.
We're not going for that. Now I can rest easy.
But it's not Caucasian, bro.
I didn't say it.
Right, ain't no white man getting the kingdom. That's just what it is.
Where you go,
Your slave master ain't gonna get in the kingdom.
White men will be in the kingdom. They will serve as slaves, but white men will make it and sit on thrones in the kingdom because you're going to have Israelites that look like white men and white women.
It is what it is.
Obviously, just a quick preset based on what Apostle said as well. What is that? I think it's Jeremiah. It's all about the speckled bird, man. Speckled bird. Hold on, is it Jeremiah 12 verse 3 or? If it should be, hold on. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, right here. Jeremiah 12 verse 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. So of course, Israelites are scattered everywhere, man. Deuteronomy 4 mentions that as well. Israelites are everywhere. They come in all different, skin tones. You know, so you can't just judge carnally. Oh, he ain't black. He ain't got the typical Latino features. He ain't looking like a Native American, so he ain't no Israelite. No. It's not about face value. You gotta assess the spirit, man. You know, sometimes it's quite easy as well because, you know, they got salt. And yeah, you will notice some speckled birds. You know, even certain guys where it's like, oh, a long time ago, he's actually a speckled bird. Yeah, he probably is a speckled bird because you got the salt, man. You know, you got the salt. Spirit of Yahawashi. So, you know, that's that precept there. That's why Apostle Taha said what he said about, you know, Israelites will come in different forms.
As slaves, but white men will make it and sit on thrones in the kingdom because you're going to have Israelites that look like white men and white women.
It is what it is. You love the slave master.
At that point,
You love the slave master.
that's what I call it bullshit. Because I guess when they go to decide, I guess y'all start to judge now. Y'all get to see who goes into heaven and who goes into hell.
Another thing the Apostle Paul said, it was the Most High speaking through the Apostle Paul, okay? He said Yahweh or the Lord is not the author of confusion. Was that going off when Paul said that? No, that was scripture. That made sense.
God.
The Most High, the Lord is not the author of confusion. And right before that, in that same context, he was talking about a woman having authority over men. A woman shouldn't have authority over men. A woman shouldn't be teaching men.
God.
So he said, look, the Most High is not about confusion. This is confusion. Oh, the situation with long hair. Yeah, the Apostle Paul was clearing up that confusion about a man having long hair and a woman, covering her head. A man not having a hat on.
Gospel is God's law. That's the gospel. That's the gospel.
Does the word.
Now he said, what does the word gospel mean? He said, that's God's law. No, the gospel is the whole story. Behold, I come in the volume of the book that is spoken to me. Now, if you want to get, speak like a Christian, the gospel is referring to Yahawashi. Let me go to that. Give me a second. Let me go to the King James, as High Priest Ariel was. King James. Let me see. The devil, spiritual demon Satan. Okay, so it says Jesus, but it's supposed to be Yahawashi, public ministry. Yeah, this is when he began his ministry when he opened up to Isaiah 61. And this is also in Matthew 4, verse 12 to 17, Mark 1, verse 14 and 15. So this is Luke 4, verse 14. And Yahawashi answered, returned in the power of the Spirit into Galilee, and there went out a fame of him through all the region round about. And he taught in the synagogue, which is the temple, being glorified of all. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, right, because he was born in Bethlehem, brought up in Nazareth. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue or the temple on the Sabbath day. And he had no sex. Nobody can have sex. If you go in the temple, the Sabbath is holy, so keep the Sabbath holy by keeping yourself unclean. Come not at thy wives. When they went to the mount, Moses was on the mount. The Most High Yahweh told Yahawashi told Moses, when they come before me, come not at their wives for 3 days. Meaning, not just one day, 3 days. Meaning they're gonna be super holy and super clean. Holy means clean, righteous, and stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. It was Isaiah chapter 60. And when he had opened the book, he found a place where it was written. This is like the first 3 verses. The Spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach. The word preach, by the way, means, if you go to the root word of preach, it means to say before. There's another way of saying prophesy. So these jakes in the churches that say they're preachers, they're not preachers, because they can't prophesy. The gospel to the poor. In other words, it means good news, glad tidings in the Old Testament. The poor represents the poor in Israel, because we were under the Roman authorities. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted among who? Among Israel. To preach deliverance. What does the word deliverance mean? To be saved out of something. If you kidnap and somebody take you as a hostage, and they say we want $1 million, you get $1 million together, you give it to the person so they can set that captive free. So you delivered them. So when he read this, and he said this has been fulfilled before your eyes, and we're going to read it. The ones that followed him said, "Oh, he's gonna destroy the Roman Empire, and he's going to deliver us." But they didn't understand that they were going to have to go. They would have to go through the curses of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and other things in the scriptures, to preach deliverance to the captives. Who's the captives? The Israelites. Who are they captive under? The Romans. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the commentary. And recovering of the sight to the blind, meaning the spiritual blind, to set at liberty, to free them that are bruised.
Yeah, gone. But yeah, I just wanted to let obviously Apostle Tahar clarify the meaning of gospel, because the guy in the video earlier on was saying, obviously at the barbershop, was saying about what did he even say? About what does gospel mean or something of that form, but Apostle Tahar was clarifying it, saying that it was I think it meant good news, glad tidings, and that's the whole of the scriptures, as he said before, he was going into the precepts here. So yeah, I just wanted to, because I don't want to make this video too long. I might even have to make a part 2 here. But, you know, Apostle goes deep into it, you know, root words, into the Roman times as well. I'll have to link in the description too, you know. So there was a lot. But it's all for understanding's sake as well. Let's see.
It means in the Old Testament, it says glad tidings.
Yep, that's Apostle Hall repeating it again, you know, summarizing the point of what gospel actually means.
Is the whole book, the knowledge of salvation. You can't just open the book and say Jesus gonna save us, close the book, and you good. No.
Yeah, what does he even say? It's probably in Ezekiel, man. Let's try to get Ezekiel. So look, if that's a bit bright, then that's the camera there. Ezekiel 3. Say Ezekiel 3. It's around the beginning. So Ezekiel 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowls with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. And of course, getting to the main point as well. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. You know, as the you know, the collection of niggas were here, man. You know, impudent and hard-hearted. That's why it's like, IUIC, man, come on, you just waste your time when you go in there preaching, man. It's like, just let Jake be Jake until the Most High does what he wants with them. So, yeah, that's the point right there. Hard-hearted and impudent. Let's check those words out as well. Hard-hearted and impudent. Impudent. Hazak. Or Chazak.
Strong's H2389. Chazak. Chazak.
It means strong. Impudent means strong, severe, sharp, hot, firm, hard, a strong one. So, of course, you know, one of them strong-headed people, man. Very strong-headed is like, alright. When they're set in their ways, they're set in their ways. That's what it means. So, hard-hearted pretty much means the same thing. That's pretty obvious, but yeah. They're set in their ways, man. But, you know, that's Ezekiel 3 verse 7. Let's see if there's even enough time for me to do this, because it's getting quite long. Probably have to cut it up. Let me play a little bit more now. I'll cut off the video and I'll do a part 2 eventually.
You gotta eat this roll.
Why does it feel like that? It's like
No, you did.
Hold on. What's the gospel, Darryl? What does the word God?
Why you tell him let him talk? He ain't gonna say nothing of importance. This is complete waste of time, man. And these are the same guys. This guy was in the last video. He was one of the barbers. They ain't came around. You keep going to the same place trying to wake up the same niggas that ain't gonna wake up, man. So you're not following Yahawashi. You're following the leader of the IUIC. Notice I said the leader, not the leadership. I said the leader. There's only one leader. The rest of them are followers.
Gospel means. The word gospel means what? Good news. And the Bible says in that very book that you hold in your hand to go out and preach the what? Good news. The gospel of what?
Have the white man been judged for enslaving your ancestors? Answer that question. Have they been judged for enslaving your ancestors?
You should have let the man keep talking so you can say the Israelites.
Have the white man been...
Good news. And the Bible says in that very book that you hold in your hand to go out and preach the what? Good news. The gospel of what?
Have the white man been judged for enslaving your...
So basically, this guy was saying, who is the gospel for? Who's the good news for? That's the question he was asking to, IOIC. But, IOIC was the diverting from the answer. That's why Apostle Tahar said he should have let the guy talk so that he would have replied the Israelites. Then, further explain to him.
Ancestor, answer that question. Have they been judged for enslaving your ancestors?
You should have let the man keep talking so you can say the Israelites. Then you would have took the narrative back. It's about you taking the narrative. You let the guy go ahead, let him speak. Then when he's speaking and you got him in a trap. Matter of fact, let's come on back. Let's come on back.
Man, so I gotta use wisdom when you're trying to discern whether you're wasting your time or not, man. Now, come on. If you can't get it, just leave him. Simple.
So you got to be like Patrick Mahomes. Hey, I was watching the Super Bowl. I caught the second quarter, and when I caught it, it was 10-0. San Francisco, the 49ers. It was 10-0. And they showed Patrick, and he had that look of confidence, like we gonna get this shit. We gonna get this shit. We gonna get. They went to overtime, which I found out that the overtime in football happened. This is the second time in the history, I guess, of the NFL and the AFC. But Patrick Mahomes had that look like, look, we got them motherfuckers, and they got him in overtime. If y'all watch the Super Bowl,
what does the word gospel mean? The word gospel means what? Good news. And the Bible says in that very book that you hold in your hand to go out and preach the what? Good news. The gospel of what? Good tidings.
Have the white man been judged for enslaving your ancestors? Answer that question. Have they been judged for enslaving your ancestors? Have they?
This guy's coming out of his emotion. All he had to do was let the man speak. Let's listen to it one more time. I'm sorry. See, you got to learn how to be. It's about knowing how to shut the hell up, let a man speak. Cut. What is the scripture? Judge first and then rebuke. Right? It's in the same scripture. It says something to the effect of cut not a man off in the middle of his speech. It's in the same precept. The same.
Yeah, man. I got James 1:9 as well, talking about what does it say? I think slow to speak, slow to wrath, quick to hear. This is pretty much part of the wisdom, man. I mentioned in the previous, in the videos for this week, I mentioned it somewhere. But let me actually type out quickly. James 1:9, and I'll wrap it up. Yeah, I wrote out. I need to do a part 2 eventually. But yeah, the point is pretty much proven, man. IOIC in their folly. And of course, is it actually James 1:9 or James 1:3? What? Hold on. What precept was it? So lucky, okay. I just want to get this precept and then, get to the next part when the opportunity comes, of course. My very by let patience, perfect word. I'm a searcher, man. So slow to speak. Actually, wait, I got it here. Yeah. Okay, come on. Just have to scroll down a little bit. Anyway, this is James 1:19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Yeah, it's a lot of yucking for this wavy thing, man. Because I don't even know. But anyways, James 1:19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. So, of course, it's part of the basic wisdom of which we need when dealing with individuals of the world. But yeah, I wrote as well, so I stopped at 27 minutes. So, You know, next video, Yahawashi is part 2. Just do a wrap-up video and that's it. But yeah, Shalom, Kahalan, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Kudash. Double on the screen, some apostles once more, and Thal the Shah for the strength in order to make this video as well. And Shalom once more, Shalom.